Welcome back to another Crit Dad. Le Mans start, throwing bottles, everything. I'm not ready again. Can't get this camera thing working. I'm not used to the running Le Mans start. Next time I'm just gonna start the cameras early. Don't worry about the batteries. I got battery anxiety from GoPro 10. Sucks. Yeah, rear cam, fiddling with it right now, trying to look down and between my legs and see if the light's on. It's been a good start this year. Technical difficulties, but hey, we're out there. Eldo, P123. This is the 6th race of the year. Feeling better. Slept last night. It's getting to be a little bit more manageable. So, 3rd time in this race, and finally get the rear cam turned on here in a minute. So that'll be up in a second. Yeah, that got set to time lapse. Not super helpful. Tried fiddling with it to extend it, and it was like showing 1 frame per second, and nothing was lining up, and it looked like trash. So no rear cam. Here we go. Just the front cam. We got a huge field today. You can see all the bikes in front of me. Like, I don't know, 45 or something. Got John Janik and the Team 6 kit up there on the left. A lot of people out there today. And I don't know what else. Oh yeah, I said no more butts, but helmet cam hurts. It's a big thing on top of your head. Neck hurts halfway through the race. So we're back to butts. All the butts. So let's get into it. So the race has mostly been calm-ish. There's been some riders off the front, but nobody seems to be chasing them back. So I'm like, is this it? 11 minutes in, we doing this, guys? So I go ahead and connect the dots here on this bridge, but the group's right behind me. No need to pull up the rear cam. I'll try, see what it looks like, but this is not like a breakaway threat yet. But what does happen is one of the riders from G-Flow, him and another guy get off the front. I believe Daniel Zitter and him, they do start to make an attack around the 35-minute mark, so we can go there. But yeah, nothing here, nothing too threatening. The group is back together. So I'll try to recount the race as best as I can. So here at the 29-minute mark, there is, I know Aaron's off the front, and then there's a couple riders right there, and according to Strava, this is where Daniel Zitter attacks, and you can see the G-Flow rider, Javen, start to stand up right there in the blue, and he's like 5 bikes in front of me, and then all of a sudden now he's like 12 bikes in front, and he's taking off. So from what I heard after the race, Javen got up to Daniel, and there were 2 of them rotating, and so we do this for about 5 minutes, a lap and a half, and then this is where chase group started by Jason, Brandon, Noe, and one more rider. You can see the 4 bikes are right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the next move, and that was a pretty crazy workout for those guys. I said they were holding like 33 miles an hour just to catch the guys, and the group is not really responding to that attack, and they should be, because those are all the hitters, but I am nowhere near the front. So one of the phrases that keeps being tossed around by Eli and Sharon is, the race is at the front. The race is not back here. Obviously, there's nothing I can do about it. back here. I'm just a pack filler in the peloton. I know my fitness is not breakaway already or anything like that. If you haven't been in a breakaway, it sucks. It's super hard. So I think like a lot of people believe like naively like, oh, if I just get in the breakaway, it's like a, you know, it's like the Paceline group ride I do on Saturdays. You know, there's 4 bikes up there and we can do it. And it's like, no, you can't. And so I even know like with this race, I'm primarily just trying to survive and stay in. So I'm not at the tip of the front where all the action is, where you might be able to cover attacks or follow out a break, which is, you know, just part of getting used to being in this field. But as this race goes on, I start to get frustrated that the group is not catching the break, and in 3 short races I go from the guy skipping a pull to the guy getting mad at everyone else for not pulling. So just took 3 times. Alright, so let's move ahead to some of that. Alright, so we're chasing back the group, but it slows down here, so we got our 3rd week's installment of Do What Sharon Tells Us to. And so, yep, let's go, let's go. I don't like it being slow either. Like, I want to catch the break. So, trying to do my work up here. Decide, put my head down, count to 10. Keep pedaling, keep pedaling, keep pedaling. Okay, elbow. Elbow. Anybody? Anybody coming through? No. So, yeah, I think Sharon and Eli wanted to really get the group motivated to rotate, but it wasn't working out. I don't know if I just went too hard there, you know, doing all those watts. But no, you see, it just wasn't organized, and yeah, it gets frustrating. Alright, so here we go at about 2 to go in the race. We're still trying to catch the break, but gaps are opening up. People are getting frustrated. There's just individual attacks, and I'm seeing it happen in front of me, and it's just like, let's go, let's go, let's go. You know, again, frustration, desperation. Maybe it's enough to ignite a match to get people to move. Again, syncing up that rear camera just isn't working, so I don't know what's going on behind me, but I'm assuming that people are trying to stay with the flow of the race, or at least try to, you know, catch this break. So we're pouring on the gas, as they say, as best we can. And you can see all the group is just sort of splintered. Other races are ending. We got the Masters out there as well as the women's race. So it can get a little bit confusing at times, but we're still trying to catch the break here. And yeah, you can see that Aaron up there is just, he's doing the work at the right speed. And I think we're all getting pretty tired now because it's about 50 minutes into the race. And it's a long race, right? 60 minutes, you know? And so we're going, and a lot of people spent a lot of time at the front. I spent a lot of time looking at butts in this race, so I don't have a ton of footage of the front of the race, but when I do, I definitely edit it in there. But yeah, here we go. Another chance to try and be a hero, and it doesn't work out. Spoiler alert. But, you know, again, Tron is trying to motivate the troops, but it is just not happening. As I pull one more time and elbow this time to the right side. Should we be more consistent on that? Pick a side? I don't know. But that is pretty much the best we can do. We are all working hard to find this breakaway. Alright, 1 to go, and I'm getting towards the front again, and I'm thinking, maybe the break's still right there. And I attack over the line, thinking Don't know. It's again desperation, frustration, delusion. That I'm gonna, I don't know, bridge up to some imaginary break that's now about 20 seconds ahead of us. Yeah, it's we got within about 10 to 12 seconds, and then they, you know, gapped us some more. And so you can see like 2 or 3 riders come with us, and I'm thinking about like catching the break. I think this last minute flyer with like 3 people is pretty hard to do, especially in the P123, who's probably going to catch you eventually, if not sooner, definitely later on the last. I'm like, oh, why are you attacking? Work with us. You can see the group's already back there. Yeah, so that wasn't going to work. So, you know, Eldo was training. Got to get the mistakes out of the way. That was a mistake because there's no way that the break was catchable. There's no way I had a flyer, and it was just frustration because now I don't have a sprint for the end. And my mentality on sprinting for 6 is usually like just stay safe and stay out of it, but it's also great practice. So there have been races where I know that the break won, but I still want to practice the positioning and the snap and all that. So there are points too if you get 6th place. So there's a series at Eldo, and they rank the top 10 places, and you get upgrade points as well because it's a USAC event. So yeah, that wasn't gonna work. I burned it up. And let's just fast forward a little bit. I'll move up here to the last like 30 seconds or so. Yeah, like I said, not much chance to do anything here. I don't even stand up. But the breakaway was 6 riders, and it came down to a bike throw. It was Javen, Chasin, and Rex for the top spot. Oh, rider dropped a chain there. So, congrats, guys. Another Eldo. Chasin and Rex are at the top of the series. I'm like a little bit sick right now. I'm like tired. I just want to get this out there. Hopefully see you guys Sunday at LAX, and again at Eldo. Like, subscribe. Let's push it over 500. We are at 482. An improvement. Alright guys, thanks again. Bye bye.